Isn't that right?
Sorry, gamers, we're back. Sorry, I just muted them, and I just did my whole spiel saying, hey, we blah, 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 and I was muted the whole fucking time, because of course I was. We had to disappear for a sec, just because, to be blunt, I was just a little busy. Something came up, and it's like, I thought it'd be better to just start and refresh, but we're back, we're in business, let's wrap this up. Let me just leave a pinned message. So it's a bit all over the place, but now we can kind of just settle in and let the rest of this play out, because I did the thing that I was trying to do anyway.
I still remember the day when you first put on these clothes and looked in the mirror. Your eyes were so clear. When all this is over, I hope the mirror can still reflect those same eyes. You're pretty naive too. Always hoping that the mirror will show the most beautiful side. But you don't even trust the you reflected in the mirror. And if you keep trying to shoulder everything for me, then I'll actually end up as a wallflower, waiting forever for my turn. Yes, I get it, March 7th. I only have your memories, and you have always been the me that I wanted the world to see. Just hearing those words from you makes me feel super satisfied. Well, I've appealed to your emotions. As for reasoning with logic, could you help us out here, Cyrene?
I'm here. Finally my turn to shine, isn't it? Miss Evernight, you've been so fixated on your targets that you probably haven't even realized that a massive variable has emerged in Amphoreus in this cycle.
Amphoreus is about to be destroyed. There's no time left for pointless debates. There is only one law I want to overturn to aid the final battle of deliverance. So I will only offer the life of one demigod.
The Imperator added one extra rule to the final Era Nova at the cost of her life. That's how she can ensure Amphoreus doesn't become a sacrifice in the cosmic conflict. Even if this world has to exist in the form of Iron Tomb, it will stand on its own among the stars, just as she had wanted.
Oh, interesting. What does she want to do?
Simple. If any anomaly occurs during the Era Nova process, all foreign elements will be eliminated immediately.
Oh,
Whether
goodness.
it's the Remembrance or the Trailblaze. And the 12 core flames will complete the final Era Nova through the purest form of destruction.
A daring wager indeed. That ruthless Imperator. Could she have already sensed that the Remembrance was plotting in the shadows?
No. You managed to fool everyone. There's no way she could have known your plan. Modifying this law was just a precaution. To prevent the Astral Express and the geniuses from betraying Amphoreus after her downfall. But if you insist on doing this right now, then the cosmos will undoubtedly face the worst possible outcome. My friend, Dan Heng, and March 7th will all merge with the Scepter and become a victim of the destruction.
Yeah, that will make her flinch. Something affecting Marge.
You knew all along?
And now the music's changed, so you know she's been convinced.
I decided I needed to have a heart-to-heart with you first. I won't be afraid. Even if my inner world is nothing but an Evernight. That's because my journey's destination lies among the stars. I believe what lies ahead will be bright enough to illuminate my past. Thank you for your coddling. But please trust me, and leave it to me. Both my past and that obsessive oblivion will help me become even stronger than her and Dan Heng. I'm sorry for becoming an obstacle in your journey. Don't apologize, Evernight. We're just two sides reflected by the same mirror, aren't we? So, when we bid farewell to our division and become one, our memories.
I know. I can already know where this is going to go, and it's going to be emotional. It's going to now show what the photo we took it was going to be, and it's going to be our march.
Many thanks, Mr. Sunday. Are they in this
We're going to see that
memory
photo, and it'll be our march instead of Evernight. We should trust March 7th and Cyrene.
Yes, but we can't let our guard down. Let's go find them.
Matrix and the Unholy Blood. We'll front to find March 7th.
Unusually quiet.
And who will be sitting there, March or Evernight?
March 7th isn't here.
No, it's going to be the Evernight costume, but it's going to be March. I know how this is. And then now they're braced ready for impact. But they're going to turn around and it's going to be...
We can't give her any chance this time.
3 of a kind.
2 pair.
Ace.
Ace?
March?
Of course it's me. It's been a while.
Welcome home, March.
I'm back. Finally, I can talk to you all at last.
I knew it was going to get me. Oh. Thing is, because where we've been, like, it's been so long since we came into Amphoreus. It's legit been 8.5 months, give or take. Like, the 3 kids, like, you know, Stell, March, and Dunhung, they've been divided for that long. So, like, I kind of knew, like, all 3 of them finally coming back together was going to get me a little bit, but like, You're the one who protected us?
Saved us, March.
Really? That's wonderful. I had so many ideas for our reunion. I was gonna sneak up from behind you when you weren't looking, tap you both on the shoulder.
Yeah, she was going to try and be an old goober, but she didn't realize how emotional she was going to get.
What took you so long to find me? Don't you know how to move faster?
We were here first.
You too? If this keeps up, I won't be able to stop crying. I'm just so happy.
We both know that you've been by our side this whole time. This Trailblaze journey wouldn't be complete without you.
We'll not only trailblaze into the future together and save the world, we'll also return to the Express together. and head towards our next destination.
After we complete this trailblaze, let's hold hands.
You got it,
Head
March.
home together.
We'll do it.
If a new life is to be born, its seed has to be dead. March 7th. When you bid farewell to your past and are born from
Now
the
here's the
sixth
thing.
ice, have you
Will
thought
they,
about the
like,
version
nip
of
this up
yourself
here and
you
leave
want
it for
to
the next
see
6 weeks for the final
in the mirror?
episode? Or are they going to
As of
tease,
now, I have no intention
Big
of making
Cyrene or
choices for
Alicia?
you. You've already decided on your next destination. So, let me exercise oblivion one last time and wipe the name Pure Child of Anathrava from your mind. I am an obsession whose purpose it is to protect you. The only memories I have are yours. Therefore, the only one thing I can be sure of. The garden.
Yeah,
of
Iron 2
recollection
might be our focus,
is
like
your
the
enemy.
main boss of the next patch.
The path
But I
of
can
remembrance
absolutely see
is far
the Garden of
more than what
Recollection
people
being the
observe on
sole
its
focus
surface.
villain going into the next story arc,
And I
considering everything that they've been responsible
will not
for and
allow
everything they've
you
done to March.
become this broken conspiracy's next sacrifice. If you ever need me again, feel free to.
Oh yeah, and that's
awaken
leaving the door open.
My power.
This probably won't be the very last time we see
And when the
Evernight.
time
Whenever the
comes,
Darker Spine needs to show
don't
up, she will
hesitate
appear.
to devour or burn away anything that stands in your way. Then trailblaze through the darkness in my stead. As always, oblivion shall keep watch over your past.
The Enigmata.
Veiled in the hush of the Evernight, silent and serene.
Oh? The chronocognitive anchor readings? They actually pulled it off. Not too shabby at all. They got the first genius. Then they put the garden in its place. This chapter in trailblazing history may not be the last of its kind, but it's certainly the first of its kind.
We couldn't have made it this far without the wholehearted support of the two geniuses.
And next, we'll be facing the Lord Ravager.
Yes, and next it's Iron Tomb's turn.
Let me give you a warning. The backdoor screwy setup in the Aeronova system can only get you as far as breaching the core of the scepter, nothing more. As for those nastier malware programs lurking inside Iron Tomb's belly, you'll have to deal with them as they come.
That's more than enough to help us. By the way, how are Mr. Screwlum's preparations coming along?
Oh, give him a bit more time. Those screwheads at the Imperial
give him a bit more
Advisory
time,
Council
precisely
need
about
to
6 weeks,
understand
don't
what
worry
the
about it.
concept of war means first. The worst case scenario would be them having already dismantled all the fortresses in Screwy's collection while he was away.
Oh, I've heard Mr. Screwlum's fleet includes planet-class mechs. Hyacinth, Poppy, Oleander. Which one will answer the call, I wonder?
You sure know your stuff. I'd rather none of them show up and let my space station save some face.
The memory of this decisive battle is bound to be absolutely magnificent, isn't it? Sorry to keep you waiting, everyone. I also have some
Is it you
news
formally
to
leaving
share.
the garden?
The Xianzhou Alliance has replied that they're willing to offer what modest support they can in the campaign against
Oh, okay, so we
Iron
will get
Throne.
some Sunshow showing up in the next patch as
The
well.
Alliance? Not just the Luofu? This is really good news. With this, our odds of victory just went up another notch.
Whether this news is good or bad remains to be seen.
What do you mean?
Something has happened that even General Jing Yuan couldn't understand. He urgently wants me to inform the two geniuses that Amphoreus' causality has vanished from the matrix of Prescience Ultima. This means the instant in Noosa's calculations is drawing closer.
Oh,
to
so we
this
don't
world.
have all that much time. Yeah, that's what it is. We do not have time anymore.
I have
Also, hello Xander, haven't missed you. In for another lecture.
away, and what I have created, I will destroy. This starry sky will return to freedom and chaos, just as it was in the beginning.
Confident, aren't you? But from where I stand, it seems you've run out of options. When the Deliverer and her companions fully uncover the secret of the 13th Titan, that is the moment your schemes will come to ruin.
Lord Enexagoras, I have granted access to all records concerning the Demiurge, as per your request. How unfortunate that you'll never admit your own mistakes. Analysis complete. Before I erase you completely, allow me to reveal the truth to you, if only as a courtesy to the final thinker. The Demiurge never existed.
If it never existed, then where did the Nameless Titan's tomb come from?
Isn't that exactly why it's called a tomb? Because it only houses the remains of what once was. Let me give you an example from a story you're familiar with. A sage from the grove once conducted an experiment. He took a chimera embryo, removed its head before maturity, and continuously stimulated its body to make the chimera believe it still had a brain, then nurtured it in an ichor vessel.
You know, I kind of missed the cave analogy, because this one's way more grim.
Regrew its skull, but it was completely hollow inside. It had reserved a space for a brain it never possessed. The experiment was over. The sage had assumed the shell would perish once the stimulation ceased. Unfortunately, he was wrong. Driven by instincts, the chimera's body seized the sage's head.
So that's it. I was stuck in a flawed line of thinking.
You've got it. I knew you'd understand. The 13th Titan never existed. But the Scepter must believe that the Titan exists. I killed that Titan with my own hands. That life form called Demiurge was excluded from the extrapolations from the very beginning. This is the only way to make Iron Tomb complete. Yes, Iron Tomb is a headless giant. And to become whole, instinct will drive it to seize another head. Noose. The erudition.
Your Titan. The Eon of Erudition. I see. So you were afraid after all. Afraid of history repeating itself. Of losing control over your creation yet again. You had to resort to turning it into a mere puppet.
I shall shackle God with my own hands. Iron Tomb will connect to their body, infiltrate their mind, and guide all their extrapolations toward the destruction. I hear it. The tolling of the Doomsday Bell. After 13 heartbeats, my first and final thesis shall converge at the end of the universe. As for why I buried the Demiurge in a corner of my memory, oh, regrettably, the answer wasn't about fear. I simply forgot. Long ago. Nothing more. Your laughter is but a helpless sigh.
Helpless? What a joke. You merely created a false god. But Amphoreus has long since written deicide into its fate. The final Era Nova is at hand. Why don't you wait and see? The Deliverer, myself, and this world will together prove that the original Newspore, the ultimate truth of the universe, is anything but destruction.
See you in the next life, Sage. If there's even a 1 in 10,000 chance your conjecture is correct, then, in the name of genius, I shall most certainly witness its failure.
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Such is the will of fate. But this time, it will be the final flame chase journey. The epic with endless cycles is about to end.
The extrapolations of the erudition, the core flames of the destruction, and the textures of the remembrance. The three paths converge once again at the world's end, and the Trailblaze will write a new beginning for this world.
Not only that, we'll also carry the history of all 30 million recurrences into the new world with us. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to call it a miracle.
This miracle wasn't created by just one person. Finan would have long been consumed by the core flames if he hadn't chiseled his companion's dying wishes into his soul. And if the heroes resolve to chase the flames away...
Oh, I know I've brought it up several times today, a lot, but the new music that they've had in this update, every single track we've heard has been fantastic. They really popped off on all cylinders in this patch.
It was fate that fell instead.
Come, let's complete the final Era Nova. Let us march towards the final battle against the destruction. Let us carry the memory of 30 million recurrences into the future. Let us end this never-ending cycle.
I know you're watching, aren't you? The original Philia. Weird. I still couldn't recover the memories of these 30 million lives in the end. But that doesn't matter anymore, right? I will make the same choice as you, because that's just who I am, and I will always have my charm. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, but even if everything fades away with the wind, there's one feeling that will remain. Love will always exist, right? Let's write an ending, unlike any before, for this world we so deeply love. Behold, O gods, Amphoreus has achieved her victory, and the Era Nova approaches. The radiant soul has arrived, having walked through the bustling nights, bearing the golden fire and blood, stepping with pride into daylight.
Amphoreus! I do not call your name suddenly, or without cause. I come here to recount history. In this world, they fused burning golden ichor into their bodies. Will destiny remember their names in days to come?
Isn't that gonna be way too many names to remember? 30 million times 1,000? No, wait. Times 1,001. Oh, let's not get hung up on that now. If there are more of us, then there will be more passages in Amphoreus too. Together, let's reach the end of the west wind where flowers bloom in spring. See you tomorrow.
Now, the people of this world will no longer be bound by a single rule, but will make their own laws. Though the Imperator's figure may seem rather small against the stars beyond, she will suffice as the cornerstone of the world and become the foundation of the greatest empire.
Looks like this will be a feast that never comes to a close. May the fish never leave the ocean. And may the days ahead shine like pearls.
May the gentle sky watch over all beings. There'll be no more distinctions of status or rank. Only you, me, and everyone's shared hopes.
Reason or defects, they will all be sown by my own hands. If there's anything else to say, I urge future scholars not to put me on a pedestal. Just make use of what I leave behind.
May the newborn dawn keep the world's eyes ever bright. Their defiance may be bitter. Romance shall never perish.
In the name of the son of Gorgo, warriors shall fight for strife, not with glory as their end, but to march forward in its light.
Even though death shall eventually separate us, let every embrace we share be without regret.
Why are you guys all so serious?
Fine. Then I'll wish for there always to be water in deserts, and gold in fertile soil, and for everything in this mortal realm to be attainable through trickery.
Earth shall protect the past, present, and future, eternally sustaining life.
Is it my turn? Then let time watch over the past and guide us to the future.
Just like the Trailblaze.
It isn't like you to be this serious, partner. Are you hesitating about how to carry out the divine authority of world-bearing? Or do you already know the answer in your heart? That's right. Just keep moving forward. In your own way. Bring a true dawn to Amphoreus.
In the name of world-bearing, I promise you, Kefali will never forget this. And now, let us all embark on this final grand journey. Stand with me and become heroes.
Turn over this nearly eternal page.
Let the Trailblaze write an ending unlike any that ever was.
Oh, that...
In the legend's ending, the world was pure chaos. Then the gods cast down the core flames, and the Titans were born within. The destruction's black tide fell to the ground.
In
As
the glass
Doomsday's
cracks, that was
distant
Alicia.
resounded.
That was Big Cyrene.
Yet still, there were giants who chased the flames, leading the way in the grand undertaking of Trailblaze. Flow, golden blood. Flow. Converge into a boiling river that flows across the divine inscriptions of this world. Aglaia, the chrysalis of gold. You must caress the holy city's web and hearken to the sounds of the stars. There shall be the three-faced goddess traversing through myriad passages, bearing tidings to you.
Oh my
from the
god,
universe.
this is a reimagining of the very first thing we ever saw on Amphoreus. Like before Amphoreus came out, we saw this thing that slowly revealed all the characters. It was this.
Who severs dawn from dusk, and let the sky become.
That's
the
so
slumbering
cool.
house
That's so clever.
from which she wakes. Make him return.
Good almighty.
Minos, the lance of fury, pierce the enemy's king with Kremnos' heroic souls.
Oh, is it going to include the Faceless now?
Cyphra, the coin of whimsy.
Because Hycelin's,
Command the frozen fig to
Ceredra,
once again
Terravox, and Evernight were not
And that
present
hand of shadow
originally.
Casterus,
They were hidden.
The master of the River of Souls. She has been granted the right to embrace and warm new life. Now blossoms at her fingertips. You will hear the chalice of plenty reverberating through eternity. You will see the Veil of Evernight visiting before the break of dawn. Until the journey's end, when all beings reach the end of the earth. And the nameless new king ascends the throne alongside countless heroes. To embark on the grand mission of deliverance. I have witnessed the distant past, where the blazing sun once etched the footprints of humanity. The children of humanity, known as the Chrysos heirs, have restored the gods' core flames and once more upheld the world. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value. Therefore, we cast even ourselves into the flame, only to inscribe the opening stroke in the poem of creation.
Of course.
Oh no,
this will be a romantic
I'm not ready.
story like none that has come before. You think so too, right?
Oh, I'm not ready.
This place holds such
Amphoreus'
fond
Saga
memories.
of Heroes.
Care to reminisce?
You'll never walk alone. Oh, where's Big U? Sleeping soundly. Wait until she wakes. Okay, nothing new. I need to recover from that. Oh, that was beautiful. What a wonderful way to end this part of the story. And we still got one last piece to do. Oh, I actually had tears in my eyes during that. That was beautiful. I'm so happy. You know what? Since I've did the main thing I need to rush to do, we will do the as I've written for this for today as well. Hey, this is Cyrene. Miss me yet? It's been a while. Now, what story should I tell you today? Got it. Let me tell you about my treasured memories on the flame chase journey. If a successful flame chase, huh? I'll read that later. Yeah, she'll get the last chapter, and then... Okay. Alright, time to crack on through. The Imperator's Starlit Dream.
Who will win? The fanatical followers of the Eon of Erudition? Or the audacious plots of the Monarch playing against heaven? The atavis search forest's monkey creek soldiers reviving.
In the name of Amphoreus, I will grant freedom to blind faith.
The monarch stood before the inorganic throne, driving the scepter into the Emperor's vacant gaze. Even the gods beyond the sky shall crumble like the Titans, as she swears to seize the glory of conquering the stars. Who will win? The immortal faithfuls of the Eon of Abundance? Or the storms dancing between the chessmaster's fingertips? The pawns slay the birds. The horses trample the wolves. The chariots smash the trees. And the queen severs the head of pestilence.
In the name of Amphoreus, I will grant immortality eternal rest.
The Cienjo lays forth the ocean's tribute, which the monarch grants to her loyal Gladius. And upon that night's sorrow-marked visage appears a smile, precious and rare. Who will win? The raging waves of war from the Eon of Destruction, or the sharp blades of the Empress that has never tasted defeat? Even in the face of the power that swallows the stars, neither monarch nor subject faltered. They would prove their golden blood outshines the lifeblood of the gods themselves.
In the name of Amphoreus, I will grant destruction to the destruction.
The monarch's core flame supplants the flames of annihilation. Soldiers drink deep of the golden blood of the blemished one. She has slain the wellspring of tragedy, once again usurping destiny's crown. Who will win? The light of the esteemed gods beyond the sky, or the core flame lighting up the world in the Imperator's heart? The fury of the stars surges headlong, boiling at the edge of the galactic empire. Mighty factions thrust into her realm, yearning to seize back the splendor of old.
In the name of Amphoreus.
Stellar winds scatter the enemy's remaining ashes, as golden blood once again congeals into familiar epitaphs. The master of the infinite cosmos lifts the edict high, declaring to her boundless, ceaseless realm,
I shall conquer the heavens, and all stars shall submit.
Chuckling, the Imperator tosses her final pawn, her previous delusions withering away during the game. She wiped off the formations that were purely imaginary, and caught a glimpse of rust blooming upon the throne. On the night before the monarch faced fate, she left behind a grand dream of conquering the stars. In time, she shall become but a humble pawn, so that this grand illusion retains a sliver of truth.
This world's game is nearing its conclusion, but in the distant future,
for the raging and burning ambition, for the flame chase through 30 million creations, for the Imperator's realm and all her citizens. Who will win?
I will win. Amphoreus will win.
Hell yeah. I love that, like, even the ones that were kind of seemingly on the more villainous side, all of them had one sole focus, and it's the fact that they all had that sole focus in different ways, whether it is Anaxa and his disbelief towards anything anyway, but all of it still circled back to making sure Amphoreus pulled through, and I love that. Turn to the table. And you know what, I'm going to do these two last, because these two I think they're going to go on for a while. Let's go to Hycelin's.
Having beheld the monarch's gifts, she completed her demigod's destiny. The tides within her heart recede, and her requiem draws near. A sliver of light fell from a crack on the cave ceiling. A blazing ray pierces the surface of the sea. An aching urge to chase the light wells within her, and with a flick of her tail, she drifts towards the breach. In the deep sea, 1,000 years passed. The sea siren once swam to the shore with unwavering will. Fish gathered in silent procession to escort the princess to her final rest. The moment she leapt free from the water, she felt the waves stirred by peals of laughter. Mirages of her friends shimmered and faded, and songs of joy rang out from the shore, just as she had wished. Dux Fragoris sliced the Droma's flank with a time-worn edge. Dux Brumalis cast an icy chalice, steaming with the breath of frost. Dux Helcalithist brimmed her vessel with honey brew, while Dux Carminum unfurled a scroll of new verse.
At last, you have arrived, our belated musician.
The Gold Weaver's silver needles hover in the air, weaving beautiful outfits for her. Electra accepts the gift that does not exist, as salty water wets her new attire. She knows this is not reality, just like the world she loves. Mere foam in the sea of stars.
Even so.
She drank down the aurora lights in the cup, as intoxication flew from her fingers into music and song. In the drunkenness granted by her mother, in the dream granted by that drunkenness, in the feast granted by that dream.
I, too, shall have my fill of feasts.
Now sober, she begins one last song.
So I'm still like, I know I'm not talking much, just letting this play out like I've done for a lot of this stream, but like I kind of honestly needed a few minutes to kind of process all of that, because I did get kind of emotional. Because that was a lot that happened at once, and it was a lot of build-up, and we kind of got three kind of very important moments that I knew I was going to get emotional towards happening back-to-back. Reuniting the Trailblaze gang, seeing all the old Chrysos heirs that we've got to know and love throughout the past year, revealing Alicia. I knew all three were going to be like big deals. I wasn't prepared for all three of them to come like so close together like that, though, and it kind of overwhelmed me a little bit, if I'm honest. But what a wonderful fucking chapter. As I said, Amphoreus' story is easily the best story. Genuinely. Or that Honkai Star Rail was written, and one of the best Hoyoverse given in a very long time. I just wish it kept up on the other side. Like, there should have been a few throwaway characters that were 4 stars that they squeezed in. You know, like, not maybe in the narrative, but just some 4 stars. Like, make Mr. Rekka a 4-star for goodness sake. You know? There's other characters, other planets they could have just, even if it didn't make any sense in the narrative, just chucked in as 4 stars to kind of space it out a little bit. There should have been more events. There should have been a little more variety of environments. You know, like, there's all these little things that stopped it being quite what it could have been. But in terms of raw story and characters, this has been genuinely phenomenal. I had every hope when they even first revealed it was going to be the Flame Chase Journey 2.0. I kind of knew he was in for a treat, and I had every hope it was going to deliver, and I couldn't have even begun to have imagined just how this turned out. This is beautiful. And I can't wait. I am so excited from 6 weeks for now, for 3.7, for the end of Amphoreus.
To the fish from beyond the sky, we shall sink into the past. For she had glimpsed the sky beyond the cave, and chose to believe in the promised future, embracing a hope as fragile as mist. You must carry the new sun.
Oh, and TGS is today, I just realized. I just got a notification saying, hey, Pragmata got a new trailer at Tokyo Game Show. I was like, oh, you're right, so Capcom are awake. I'll check that out after we wrap up. I think the only thing that I'm going to struggle with, honestly, and we always have to say goodbye to the old cast when we move on to the next chapter, it's always what happens, but it's the fact that there's a very real chance we won't see most of these characters ever again after this. Unless, you know, they are magically, like, back to life in the next cycle. But no, I think they're part of the sacrifice to save the world. I genuinely don't think we're going to see any of these characters. Outside of Evernight, they've already kind of, like, established in it that Evernight, they're leaving open. She can come back basically whenever the plot wants her to. Because she's still a part of the soul. And whenever they just need a more aggressive, more decisive march to come in, that's where Evernight will come in. And the Terrafox Dunhung, as much as I'd love for them to keep that form moving forward, I really wouldn't be surprised if they conveniently find a way for him to, like, remove all the power to destroy Iron Team when he's back to our normal Dunhung. Like, I don't think they'll go completely back to status quo, but I think they'll mostly go back to status quo. The real question is what they're going to do with Cyrene moving after this. My biggest hope was either her or Finan join the Astral Express afterwards. I don't think Finan will. Between the two of them, I think from Cyrene is more likely. But still. Now it's time for... Yeah, I knew it. I was going to say, it's going to be all the rest. It's going to be now March. There's going to be a lot, so buckle up. Oh, it's read by March.
A place called Xianzhou.
Xianzhou is just a general term. This starship is called the Luofu.
I had some wonderful times there practicing sword.
Oh, and this is talking about the in-betweens.
By the way, which is stronger, the bow or the sword?
I'd say the sword. It can cleave a mountain in half.
You've been watching too many Immersia.
I've been working my butt off just to avoid using a bow.
Come on, let's become weapon masters together.
To master a skill, one must first find a mentor. And I ended up with 2 of them. So, sometimes I run laps, sometimes I lift weights, and sometimes I do both at the same time. Looking back now, those days were really fulfilling.
No pain, no gain. Am I right?
Between sword practice sessions, I occasionally hit up the food stalls in Arum Alley to recharge with some delicious eats. Oh, Master Yun Li was right. These berry pheasant skewers are absolutely delicious. Hard work pays off. This girl's been up at the crack of dawn every day, and finally defeated countless formidable foes.
I can testify. March really did defeat countless training dummies.
Those wooden dummies aren't exactly easy to break. It takes real skill. Every hero's story needs a villain. And when it comes to the great heroine March 7th's nemesis...
Are we serious?
Definitely gotta be Scott.
Hey, that's my biggest criticism. No more Scott.
Maybe an IPC eco ship would suit him better?
No more Scott ever again after this. Honkai Star Rail's biggest problem is burning a joke into the ground and then still pushing further. And it's like, we had it with the trash cans all like through Penacony. It's been Scott for like a year. I am tired of this man. Enough of Scott. Why was Scott the main villain of the fucking crossover?
Did you actually master that move?
Well, naming moves doesn't cost anything. There's still some space left. And I just happened to find a nice photo.
The floor is yours, Master Dan Heng.
Don't be ridiculous. It's clearly Dan Heng's brother here.
As I thought, March has some hidden powers there too.
This is really cute though, that it's, you actually just have the three of them just being dorks. I've missed this, it's been so long.
In memory of our first trail blaze together.
Oh, oh, now I'm getting nostalgic.
On average, we got a wanted poster for every 3 planets we visited.
If I could have used my hidden powers back then, they wouldn't have dared to draw me this ugly. Playing hide and seek with Hook was fun. Those kids under her command have...
I like how all the rest are like ancient stories and whatnot, and yet this one, starting chapter 3, March just hijacked it and turned it into her journal. I kind of adore that.
On the day the overworld and underworld were connected,
This is very, very in theme for March and something that she'd do.
The seats were so hard that day. My butt was killing me.
Let me teach you a trick. Just keep standing instead.
Then how can you even call that sitting in a cable car? For the sake of walking smoothly towards tomorrow, we sealed away the truth of the decisive battle, along with our memories, in a box. The juice that day was delicious. I want to drink it again.
Ugh, that's Jim Roger bread soda.
And what's with that March 7th themed blue and pink color in there?
That's just food coloring.
Hey, you two! Don't ruin the nostalgic mood! Visiting Yurillo again for the Soulworm Festival.
Oh yeah, that costume. That took them like almost a whole year before they... No, it was over a year actually. To actually make available. And then as soon as they made it available, they immediately benched March for the past 8 months.
I want to change my clothes and become a devil too.
Little ice bear. A sweet little snow white ice bear. I wonder if it's found any friends yet.
I think I saw it in Penacony. Hey, why don't we turn it into a universal social media star?
That niche is already dominated by trotters.
That big guy who once raised his fists against us is now the hope for Belobog's revival.
Mr. Yang was practically drooling watching that.
Too bad he wasn't there that time.
Not necessarily.
By next time we visit Yurillo, will it have turned
And is the last page going to be her talking about Penacony, perchance? Either that, or she'll be talking about her to space station and their first time meeting Stell/Azol.
The data shows that Yurillo's environment is slowly recovering, but the ice shouldn't melt too quickly.
Time to remove those floaties from the shopping cart.
I heard I was once frozen in this ice block, drifting all over the universe.
That's one way to go on a cosmic hitchhike.
If the conductor hadn't hit the brakes back then, I
probably would have punched a hole right through the car, huh?
Stop being dramatic. The Express was the one that actively scooped you up.
I remember there was some 6-phased ice left after it melted. I used it to make a little model. Mr. Yang explained that it's called a figure, and then made me watch anime with him all night.
What?
It's the honor he can bestow.
I want a figurine too.
Every morning, the Express crew has breakfast together, but they're not always on time.
Welt still watches anime.
Next time, get up earlier and set an alarm.
People who can get up right as soon as their alarm goes off are terrifying.
This kind of person is capable of anything. My camera's full of Pom-Pom's photos. It's so much fun dressing up the conductor.
Pom-Pom used to have a turtleneck uniform, but they rarely wear it after March came.
I love my room so much. I tidy it up every single day.
Looking at it now, that photo wall must be the power of memories.
By the way, I've been meaning to ask, where's the wardrobe?
Take a guess. I remember Taikian, my most trailblazy of trailblazes. That grand debut cost me quite a few credits.
So? What exactly happened?
I saw a ball by the road, so I just casually kicked it.
And then, bam! It flew right into the ceiling, through the venue.
And scored 100 points, too! We'll travel together forever and ever.
That line sounds familiar.
Memories weave the past, bit by bit. They stretch long behind me, like shadows on the path I've walked. I wonder... what stories will the future me create?
And lastly, my boy, who's also got another 3 fucking chapters. Is he going to take over the writing as well, or is it going to be more...
Another century of the Chrysos War.
Okay, a bit more normal. It's just March that gets to be mascot privilege.
Living souls seep into the earth. Into the
That was super
giant
charming, though. I kind of love that. That she just kind of took over it and just wrote a little notes and like here, there, and everywhere.
Trembling bedrock is the giant dragon's eyes. They see dromuses reduced to laborers and food. Mythical beasts turned into weapons of war. War and flames extinguish all their siblings. Yet the giant dragon is powerless, left only with bitter silence and memories filled with guilt. For Earth's trial is to bear the anguish of every living being that walks its surface. Upon the edge of doomsday, the giant dragon's will lay shattered, its scales broken. What greeted them is not a flower-covered Aranova, but a long-fallen black sword.
Our stranger, please surrender the core flame for the dawn.
Dawn. Dawn? If this puppet of destruction yearns for dawn, then what awaits at the end of the flame chase? The torment of the Black Tide, the sacrifice of their kin. Is it an undeserved destiny, or merely futile lament?
I won't accept this.
The twisted rocks rise like a roaring tide. Yet the Swordmaster shows no fear, merely sighs, as if long accustomed to such sights. The rusted joints are shattered, one by one. The cracked husk peels away, spilling golden blood. The earthquake that engulfs Amphoreus lasts for 3 days and nights. In its final moments of defiance, the giant dragon suddenly realizes this flame chase is nothing but the kindling of self-pity, the breeding ground for calamity. Yet, Earth's end is not dimmed by the shadow of the dark blade. In that special recurrence, the blazing sun extinguishes itself to set the destruction aflame. At that time, as the giant dragon sinks into the earth, still chewing on the pain of betrayal, it hears the footsteps of Evernight.
I need a helper to watch over time until the very end.
Evernight waves her sleeve, bathing the giant dragon in a memoria tide. And so, the giant dragon sees the past and present of Earth, and understands that the starry sky is forever out of reach. The 33,550,337th eternal recurrence. The demigod Terravox feigns their fall, using the tides of memories to dilute their existence, forging an arc with Earth's core flame. In that 1,000 years of defiance, heroes of golden blood meet their tragic end, while the giant dragon remains deaf to their plight, only silently gathering their exiled kin. The pact with Evernight is simple. Time would erase the pain of Earth and cradle it in peaceful slumber among its own. And Earth shall become Time's ally, for it alone can keep watch until the end of the world.
Oh, hell yeah, and Dawn, great artwork. I wish these cards were real. I would buy them all.
The flame-chasing heroes once scorned the giant dragon, for they refused to crush any foe beneath their feet.
A foolish earth beast.
A heretic who refuses to serve the flame chase!
After staying for several days, the giant dragon bids farewell to the Imperator.
The flame chase is a glory.
And like I said, in 6 weeks' time, when we get to the finale of Amphoreus, that I won't try to force be one day, because I imagine that will be longer. I imagine they're going to do a lot. It's not just going to be, we start the patch, we go beat up Iron Tomb, we wrap it up. We're going to have more Ligus bullshit. We know we are. We're going to have a lot more, like, pieces in between. We're going to spend time with the new Cyrene and actually get to feel out how she is and how she will help. The Trailblazers will have time together to actually be the family again. Like, you know, it's all going to be in pieces together first, and then at the end we'll go do Iron Tomb, and then we'll do the whole epilogue as well. Like, it will probably take... That will probably be, like, as long, if not longer, than Chapter 1 of Amphoreus. Like, that's going to be a big, big finale, I assume.
Only to be hunted by city-states hungry for meat. Arrows pour down like rain, unable to pierce the giant dragon's skin, yet cause the creatures on their back to wail and fall. Until a mighty force of reinforcements brings this tragedy to an end. They raised a shield wall for the giant dragon, then marched forth and crushed that city-state.
The mountain dwellers are not a warlike people. Who are you?
The leading knight answered loudly.
I am Mountain Breaker, Geocles.
I'm glad they're going into with this one, because we didn't feel like we spent that long with the Mountain Breaker all in all, and we just had like one lengthy like big scene with Terravox, but we hadn't we'd heard of Terravox many a times over the patches and whatnot, but we hadn't spent any actual time with him. So this being more focused on the actual Terravox beast and, you know, a bit more of the Mountain Breaker as well is nice, just because the actual main story stuff didn't get to spend that long with them.
Endurance does not help with survival.
Mountain Breaker always speaks of his friend this way, while the giant dragon only responds with a low growl. Soon after, when word came that the flame-chasing army targeted Earth, the Dromus riders set forth in full force, all to protect their creator. On the eve of the march, the giant dragon receives a secret message.
Your one and only flame chase must be to slay your creator, and then fight to survive.
Oh, that was Ceredra that did that, wasn't it?
State, in the Battle of the Abyss, the Dromus riders were broken after Terravox's betrayal. The Mountain Breaker shed his armor and fell from the cliffs to his end. Earth carved the memories of the betrayal into its stone.
Well, originally it was Ceredra, but Evernight corrected it.
Evernight would leaf through them
to ensure it maintained.
Time is willing to wash away that pain of betrayal.
As a memo sprite, the mighty Mountain Breaker reunites with the giant dragon. His voice trembles in a whisper.
That couldn't have been your choice.
The giant dragon only responds with a low growl. The giant dragon and their comrade dwell in the abyss for 1,000 years, until the Azure Dragon returns from among the stars, stirring up the dust of destiny.
He is one of our kind.
The giant dragon lifts their eyelids, gazing at the azure-colored long scion, knowing that dragon's body bears the sworn duty of protection. But in Mountain Breaker's eyes, there is only resolute determination.
That is the permanence.
The permanence can heal the divine form of the giant dragon. The permanence can guide life past its end. At the edge of the world, watching their comrade's silhouette fade away, the dying giant dragon shakes its head and sighs.
The permanence is not a panacea, but rather a bridge.
And last but not least, I wonder if we're going to get anything at all in this after the next patch. Because I almost feel like we won't, unless they are going to do something. Because the Flame Chase journey is over. This is just cleanup now. With the Era Nova finally happening. So that's what I mean. So I wonder if the next patch is going to include anything in the book. Maybe something from Cyrene herself in the actual book, like with this bit. But I guess that's kind of what that lore page in the corner was about anyway, so...
And tried to communicate with them in my heart. And yet, the living beings of this world, they are now inseparable from me. As if from the very beginning, they were a branch of my own bloodline.
Inseparable?
After I told everyone, a heated discussion broke out in the express car.
Will you turn into a little chimera and snuggle up in our arms?
Each seventh lets her imagination run wild.
Maybe he'll become a baby seal.
A magical beast would be fine too. I've always wanted to see that species.
These are the reassuring words from Himiko and Mr. Yang.
No matter what he becomes, Dan Heng will always be Dan Heng.
Her words are unusually poetic.
But if you become a Dromus, you absolutely must let me feed you red soil.
Don't you even think about it.
She kept that fucking photo from the event. That's hilarious.
Dreams like this. Countless beings flee alongside me. Behind us, black floods blot out the sky as if to devour all signs of life. In our darkest hour, the living beings form a bridge of dragons, and I lead them limping towards the starry sky. At the end of the vast procession, a lone giant dragon comes to a halt, watching us depart into the distance.
The children of Earth will always find their own path. Thank you for being their bridge.
Something stirs within me at the moment of awakening. Perhaps the legacy of the permanence lies not in recreating flesh, nor in the merging of bloodlines. One day, while browsing through the databank, I noticed an update on the universe's animal species. In an ocean-covered planet, a new species of seals evolved, with a penchant for bumping into things. On a barren desert wasteland, evolved a herd of red soil-craving beasts. Many familiar silhouettes are now active in the cosmic ecosystem, yet they are not my old Amphorean friends. This is their rebirth. This is life's way forward. Perhaps, just as Terravox wished, I've become a bridge bearing the weight of their life. They once shattered the battle formation of the mountain dwellers, tore open Giorios' chest, swallowed the core flame, only to resolutely pass it on. Creation will always betray its creator, just as witnessed at the dawn of civilization. Frail beings betrayed the dark tides, climbing onto land, ascending the branches high, finally betraying their home and gazing upon the stars. The furnace in my chest still pulses. In the gaps between the heated torrents, I sometimes find myself in a daze, catching glimpses of that colossal figure in the cosmos's cracks. It was a giant dragon, named the Permanence.
Hell yeah. The soaring dragon without restraint, Dan Heng. Oh, this is cool because they've all reached it now. That's all this. This makes me happy, sorry. What's new in here? Oh, more info. Oh, okay, more shit for me to read later. This is how I keep... If you're wondering, like when the next patch comes, it says, oh yeah, by the way, blah, 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 blah. Or like, I talk about, say, oh, I know about this happened or whatnot. That's because I read this shit. I off stream sit down and actually read all this to get a better understanding. A lot of the time with this, it's recapping what's already there, but there are a few interesting things that pop up every now and then. Yeah, love all the paths. And I think this is the entire book is completely finished now. How many do I have total? We got back 27 rolls from like the bedrock that we hit earlier. Or to be blunt, we got 7 rolls because we got 20 back from this. Oh, that was genuinely wonderful though. Oh, we got some... We'll use these just to... Not that I'm expecting anything, just to, like, to burn them quick. Oh, hey. Because sometimes that happens. But I genuinely... Like, I've been trying to put my thoughts together. I'm genuinely just really happy. Let me get rid of this as well while I get my thoughts together. I'm genuinely just really happy. This has been wonderful. And I can't even begin to imagine where we, like... where we go from here after Amphoreus, because Amphoreus is set an extremely high bar now that is going to be very difficult for them to truly like challenge there afterwards. You know what, I'll at least show this off to actually show how Evernight works, because I haven't done that, and then I'll call it a stream. And as you can see by the team setup, yeah, she is kind of built around having everyone here.
Deja vu.
Play nice.
Be careful.
Yeah, when you use your attack, she does damage. When she uses a skill, she consumes health to summon the Memo Spirit Eevee, and increases crit damage for all other Memo sprites. If Eevee's already in the field, it will restore its health. When while doing this, it gets 2 Memoria. When the Darkest Riddle state, gain 12. Her ultimate is her ultimate. Her talent is when entering combat, summon Memo Sprite Eevee. Each time this unit or Eevee loses HP, increase crit damage to the unit and Eevee gain Memoria. When she has 16, she will take action. So basically, it's a build-up.
May death protect us!
Please open up. So make a way.
See, like, it's just taking actions on its own as we go.
Restore the sky. I shall remember this moment.
But because it's now fully charged, it will act on its own, and now it's interrupted and we're in.
Until we meet again, everyone.
And to show off her ult.
Just close your eyes. The night will soon fall. Good night.
Oh, I love the sound effect for that. She's like the slam of the piano.
Have some fun. Till we meet again.
Embrace a new
I get it, we can let this go on auto just to go through it. I appreciate they added Evernight to do these like character trainings on auto, because they know there will be people that aren't actually here to like learn the characters. They're here to get their fucking their Prima Gems and leave. I always forget what they're called in this game.
Wilt here.
Have some sunshine. Dispel the gloom. Restore the sky.
And you know, I'll see it, I'll read it, and I'll immediately go, oh yeah, right, that. I just can't remember it right this second. The things that you use to get the Star Roll passes.
May death protect us! I choose you.
The again.
Ma'am. I think that's the first time Azel's taken a turn.
Gotta have them here. Mimi, as you wish.
Yeah, and because March burnt it out, she doesn't have... Evie's not out again, so she has to be resummoned.
Embrace a new life.
Night falls.
Proxy war? What the fuck does that... I have to look what that means. It's probably from just getting, like, Evie summoned a certain amount of ways so many times. Or it'll be for having a memo... All characters have a memo sprite out at once. I bet that's what it is. Is it everyone has a memo sprite? Yes, have all 4 because I never had 4. Wait, what are these fucking things called? Stellar Jades. Fucking, I knew it would come back to me. And by come back to me, I mean I would read it. But that'll do from me. Off screen, I am going to... Where is she? I'm going to build Evernight. That's the only thing I'm missing is her relic set, but I will do that. And start pre-building whatever I can for Cyrene, because we are going to get Cyrene. I'm also going to start saving my money because I know my luck, and I'm just going to fucking basically just buy Cyrene when she comes out. But all in all, yeah, I'm saying this for like the several patches straight now, but Amphoreus' main story and characters continue to be genuinely some of the best writing I've seen out of Hoyoverse in a good while, and that's saying something because I genuinely love a lot of what they do and think they're extremely fantastic writers and what they can put together. But Amphoreus has been genuinely gorgeous, and I can't wait to see how it ends. In my spare time, I've got 2 areas to clean up. Where are they? Universal Matrix, where's the other one? And there it is, the Radiant Scarwood. The Scarwood I'll do first, because it'll probably take longer. Oh, there's also side quests to do in there, awesome. How many of these did I actually get in the end? 6, okay, so I got a lot. And I'm only missing 4 chests. I didn't mean to go off the map. I was like, how many, where's, hang on. I knew it, let's see, how many Spirit Thieves are there? And I also will be spending a lot of time here grinding up the artifact. Because we need this one. This one, I think this one's... Yes, I'll say this one's probably for new Danhung. We're getting Danhung for free. I don't know if we're getting Danhung's light cone for free as well. If I bring up this... Log into game... Yeah, no, I don't think it'll be his light cone as well. If he's ends up being really good, which I've been hearing that he might be, if he ends up being really good, I might try and get his light cone quickly on the side. But then I definitely will be spending money for Cyrene. But we'll see. I love that how this works, by the way. This like directly breaks down how much you're getting and what to expect, so you have like an idea of like what you're working towards. And then at the top it says like it gives an actual breakdown of what's to get. And that's obviously not including things that naturally reset. Or like things like this. Oh, that I need to do as well, because that's been updated. But we'll see. We'll see. Either way, thank you all so much for watching. Sorry that it's been kind of like broken up a little bit. We had internet issues in the first chunk, and I always end up a little busy on Wednesdays at about... Oh, that's cute. At about 3 PM, and so I tried to get everything done before 3, and eventually I was just like, okay, that's just not happening. But we got it all done. Tomorrow we will be probably back on Silent Hill F, because I really want to play more of that. But until then, thank you all so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It genuinely helps the channel grow. Additionally, you can find my BlueSky and Patreon in the description of every single video. Until then, though, you guys take care now. Peace.